Post-traumatic stress disorder is a real neurobiological condition, and we want to think of it, though, on a spectrum of conditions. It's not just one thing. Sometimes there are mild versions of post-traumatic stress disorder, and sometimes if it's left untreated and it becomes more chronic and stays present, it can lead to more profound versions. All of us have fear responses and startle responses that get activated when we're frightened, but in post-traumatic stress disorder or in severe traumatic experiences that can result in post-traumatic stress disorder, it's a much more profound and repetitive response that can lead to neurochemical changes in the brain that don't simply go away. What we find is that those changes in the neurochemistry of the brain, if left untreated, not only continue but can lead to anatomical changes. It can lead to changes in the hippocampus and the amygdala of the brain where memories are stored, and suddenly we don't have control over whether these memories come back up. And the traumatic reminders of PTSD are reflections of that change in neurochemistry and anatomy. It can lead to people withdrawing or becoming more avoidant. So in order to avoid those experiences that remind them of the traumas, they can wind up isolating themselves in ways that can really lead to problems in their capacity to engage other people, or also to be close to other people in their lives that they typically relate to. On the actual experiential level of the child, though, I think what they see and what they wonder about is that their parent comes back angry, less available, maybe less interested, preoccupied. And for a child who had a parent who was more engaged in their life, that can be that can lead to them questioning: does my parent love me anymore? Or did I do something wrong? Did I do something to cause this?
Andrew, come on, buddy.
Sometimes we need to break the silence with children as part of communication, and when we know that they've been exposed to something, when they've seen, say, a parent who has post-traumatic stress disorder become very angry and yell or do things that are entirely uncharacteristic, it can be helpful to sit down with that child and say to them, I know you saw that. Let's talk about what happened, what it was like for you, and what it means, because that way it helps them recognize, well, oh, I thought that it was that Dad was really angry about me because I was doing this, when in fact it has more to do with the fact that Dad is really not feeling well, that he's not, that loud noises cause him to become extremely upset and angry, and that this is really something that's more about him, but he's getting help also to try to figure out these problems.